Ah, so you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case, to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberal? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. Why did she take such a deep inhale? It's not like she's going off. Whatever. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Ooh, that's creepy. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters. Maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share this mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. I don't know, those creepo far-right types are probably more down with the monarchy and let's put a strong man who isn't a monarch but weirdly still has absolute control and is awful, very, what's the word? I'm really bad with words today. My brain is so foggy. I'm sorry. It's very let's just move on. It's like two things that are in opposition with each other. God damn it. Discordant. Whatever. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my beliefs that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother. I don't know. I don't think they have the right to be all, blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. Estelle, putting it succinctly, I appreciate that. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for Liberal and its people. It's giving too much credit to these people, I feel like. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility.
Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes?
Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge.
Ah, rats. Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question.
Of course, Olivier. Whatever you wish.
Why are you so determined? That's the wrong voice, that's Zin. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others.
Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know? It's all right, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help.
The crossbell issue? Eh?
Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad they elaborate on this, because I'm like, huh? Which, again, I do believe is the setting of the next sub-series in the Trails series. Like, the Zero and Azure, I think, are set in Crossbell, I'm pretty sure. Because I remember someone saying, like, the Crossbell duology, because there's only 2 parts to that one, so, yeah. Crossbell? That's where Ren's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains and directly between Erebonia and Calvard. Right, it's like some kind of city-state, eh? Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess.
Ooh, so who does it belong to right now? Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in 2 throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem.
I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then.
Ah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then?
To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember Liberal spurred it on.
I was about to say misunderestimate, like George W. Bush. Oh boy.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and in hindsight that might have been a bad idea for trying to record today, because clearly my brain is fuzzled. But I hope you guys are at least finding it amusing when I screw up. Constantly.
I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberal was far more of a fool's errand than I'd even imagined.
Good lord, Olivier, just drop... I mean, I know that's the history between these 2 countries, but... dropping just that line like that with the Queen, even I'm freaked out.
That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now.
What are you going on about? Oh! Wait! Crossbell! Ren! Duh! Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... Oh wow, are we gonna ask the Queen about Ren's parents as well? Huh, I thought we were only talking to Hilda. Okay. Estelle asked Queen Alicia about Ren's parents. My goodness! A child, abandoned at the royal villa. I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Majesty. No, I am very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Oh, okay, cool. It's different dialogue, I guess, depending on if you go to the Queen before Hilda or not. That's kind of neat. Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. Ooh, I wonder if that's like a call ahead, like if you play the Crossbell duology, if there actually is a Mayor McDowell there, that'd be kind of neat. If that would help, ask whenever you need. Oh, thanks. Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. All right. Alright, well. Good meeting, interesting little world building, and like more intrigue. I'm digging it.
My goddess! Such royalty! I would say she is the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler.
That's actually, that's kind of neat. They actually call out the fact that, yeah, you know, technically this is a monarchy, like an absolute one, so like, or actually I'm not sure how absolute, but obviously here the queen has very much say in ruling, so it's actually funny that they call out, yeah, you know, that's not exactly a great match for a democratic government. Alright, that's kind of fun. But they are still leaning on the, you know, like, here in this fantasy world, we actually can have a totally awesome queen who, like, does a really goddamn good job, you know? I guess we can indulge in a fantasy like that for a bit.
I kind of envy Liberal, to be honest.
Of course. She's the queen, after all. Chloe? What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her.
Oh.
Princess? When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne?
Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly.
Wow, that kind of is like Queen Elizabeth, who was the queen for like ages and ages, right? Like she became queen pretty dang young, as I seem to recall. Interesting.
And may I ask your age?
I'm 16, but
Oh.
My point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not yet even as old as she was when she first donned the purple.
That's a fun phrase.
I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now, wouldn't you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time. Don't worry.
Olivier, Zin, thank you, really.
Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh?
Get older? How rude! I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zin here, even. You're one to call out someone on being rude, Olivier.
Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both.
Yep, back to town then, I guess.
Yes, let's be off.
Alright. This was a delightful trip to the castle. Okay, I mean, I didn't take an entire 2 episodes, but it... So I'm actually kind of happy with how quick we got this done. I shouldn't be thinking about the use of time too much, you know? Like, this is a game that really is almost, like, designed for you having a leisurely run through it. Like, it's the nice vibes of it, but... I guess I'm a little spooked by all the, like, faffing about I've done recently in a few episodes, being unable to get any real progress. So I'm a little bit more touchy about that. Yeah. I should stop being so self-conscious. Just focus on the game for now. Alright, so... Yeah, I got the clues there. Very good, very good, very good. So it's the 2 embassies we gotta check out next. I think we can cut there from here. The east block, there we go. There's one here to the north and one to the south. I don't remember which one's which. I guess we'll just grab this one first to begin with. Why not? Yeah, we do these and then the... Oh, actually... Yeah, let's do that, let's do that. Obviously, I'll do that embassy first, because I was about to commit to it, but... Yeah. Let's see if we can leave town right now. I doubt we can. I imagine we have to do this entire investigation and then we can leave town, but in case we can leave town and investigate this case. Yep, no. It was worth to check it real quick. Yeah, so, yeah, no, it's the 2 embassies we'll take care of, and then the, post office, no, the news office, the press. And then, I guess that's it, and then we'll collate our evidence and try to figure out what's shaking. But yeah, let's start the Erebonian embassy, okay? Actually, the order here is Calvardian, then Erebonian, but I was actually kind of thinking, like, let's start with Erebonia, because that's Olivier, and we met Olivier first. That's super arbitrary, but yeah, like, Olivier in my mind comes before Zin, so we might as well do Erebonia first. Although, we're doing this list kind of backwards now, because we did Grancel Castle first, but, you know, whatever. Oh, nice, they write complete there once you're done with everything, so that's kind of cool.
Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope?
Olivier? Where in the hell have you been?
Why, I've been places. What's wrong?
What's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Major Fander's about ready to throw you out the window.
Ah, he wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable.
Olivier? Did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us?
When wandering the roads, hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive.
Man, that was all the way back in Rouen when he joined us, so damn, that's so scary. Like this Erebonian citizen's just been missing for like days by now. Good heavens. And then it just waltzes up to their front door like this. Oh boy.
Well, Bergen, may we enter?
I can't say no to you, but who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, I can certainly let you in, but Lord Ambassador Kreiner and Major Fander are out at the moment, you see.
Oh, a pity. What shall we do, Estelle? We can wait inside.
We could, but we're kind of burning daylight here, so I'd like to visit some of the other places while we wait. We could visit the Calvardian embassy first, then. It's just across the plaza from here.
Yes, getting back here won't take long after meeting with Elsa.
That's decided, then. We'll be back later, sir. I let the major know you for here. See you later. Huh. I'm surprised that there is such a stringent order for these things. This seems like the kind of thing you'd set up like, hey, you can do these whichever order you want to, but yeah. I wonder if we had to do the castle before either of the embassies. Like, there's such a strict order here. I have no idea, but alright, let's swing on down to the Democratic Republic of Calvard.
Hey, how goes?
Zin? Holy crap! Wasting time in Liberalville again?
Something like that. Thought I'd say hello to Elsa, and I have something I need to talk to her about. Is she in?
Well, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know. Policy.
Oh, they're helping me with some guild work. I'm gonna introduce them to Elsa.
Well, okay. If they're always using, I guess I can let them in. So, welcome to the Calvardian Embassy. Do keep in mind that the embassy hall is Calvard soil. Calvard and Liberal are friends, but still, keep your nose clean, eh? You hear that, Olivier?
And again my heart is assaulted with arrows! How little trust you have in me!
Alright, cool. Finally some progress, you know, getting into embassies. please, come in. Ah, the embassy grounds are extraterritorial, just so you know. You should probably refrain from any suspicious activity. Boy, can I do that? Do I have the capacity to avoid that? Wow, this place is swanky. Look at this wood finish everywhere.
Oh, magnificent!
Wow, this is the Calvardian embassy? I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy.
And yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it.
Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvard, you know. They've had an impact on our culture, too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor.
Alrighty. Furthest office on the second floor. Got it.
Ah, Zine?
Hey, I'm back. I might end up borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens.
Of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you.
Very good. Is this the first floor? Is this being suspicious activity because I'm dicking around in random rooms? Oh, you all are. Why, if it isn't Zine.
Counselor, a pleasure.
All together here. Are they your guests?
Yes, they're co-workers with the guild.
Are you here about the threat letter?
It's as you guessed. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any ideas?
Threat letters like that aren't exactly rare in the Republic. Though, to be honest, I barely paid it any heed at all.
True. There are a lot of radical groups in the country.
Yes, they always cause trouble when the issue of immigration comes up. Well, this time at least I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first?
Yes, we'll go do that right now. If you'll pardon us.
Not much of a lead, but interesting to know about turmoil in the Republic. Oh, hey, what's this? This shelf holds the Doll Knight series. Huh? Pedro! Good heavens. I don't have it in me to do this right now. This seems fascinating. I do appreciate whenever games put all this work in, you know. Jesus! 16 chapters. Like, someone put a lot of effort to write this, like, short story, you know? And I wish I could appreciate that, but I can't read this right now, you know? Good heavens! Ooh, should I spoil myself in the finale? Let's read the penultimate chapter real quick. Dude, writing is Scorched creation? What is going on here? Okay, whatever. Seemed exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna have to tap out. I felt the same when I played, like, you know, Morrowind back in the day. Like, so many books just written for that. Or Elder Scrolls games in general. So many books. But too much of an ask, like, for me to, like, dive into all of them.
Ma. Is that hulk of a man over there Zine? I don't even need to see her face to know.
Hey, are you seriously gonna judge based on my body size?
I thought you were a bear when we first met.
My.
Jeez.
That was kind of a cute conversation. Okay, second floor. Oh my god, there's a lot of rooms up here. Oh, but it's only on that side.
This should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa?
Let's give that a second then. I thought this one might be the furthest room, so... But let's have a look in here real quick first.
Oh, Zine. Come to Liberal again.
Hey, Yakumo. It seems like I'll be here for a while again. You seem pretty busy yourself.
Of course we are. After all, we've got a pact signing approaching.
Sorry, but I won't have time to bother with you for a while. Some weird phrasing, but okay, Yakumo. Probably one of those further east guys who have immigrated into the Republic that Zin was talking about. Okay, I guess this is where Zin will be staying. Looks like a simple little guest room. Very good. Alright, now let's go talk to Ambassador Cochrane.
Alright, let me introduce you.
I don't remember. There were the two ambassadors. I don't remember the voices I gave them. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yes, come in.
Pardon us, Elsa.
Like, they were only there for that brief scene way earlier in the game, so, like, I'm really sorry that I don't remember the voices.
Why, Zin Vathek. Hello, come in. Last I heard, you'd returned to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Grancel?
Well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off.
No, it doesn't mean anything, Zin. You gotta be more specific.
I'll likely be here in Liberl for a while.
As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So, who's this with you?
A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright, of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants, Olivier Lenheim and Chloe Rins.
A pleasure, Ambassador.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochrane, Calvard's ambassador to Libel. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though.
I'm afraid so.
Estelle and her party asked about the threatening letter the embassy received.
Ah, that letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then?
Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though.
Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose. We're well stuck into the situation, after all. What would you like to know?
Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or...
Well, of course. You're looking at one, after all.
Dun dun dun! It was you! Confess! We gotta start pistol whipping her, Olivier. Get the gun. Oh boy. I don't, yeah.
Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah?
Well, the truth's the truth, Zin. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think, eh?
Well, yes.
Still, Miss Bright, Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me.
I was gonna say misunderestimate again. Good heavens.
President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact.
President Rocksmith. Wow, okay. So many name drops. I think the newest Trails series is set in Calvard, so I wonder if Rocksmith is around. Although, I imagine, being a democracy, the presidential term is probably short enough that it's entirely possible, since it takes so long to get to the Calvard games, that maybe they have a new president, but maybe ex-President Rocksmith is around in those new Trails ones. Daybreak, I think, is the one they're called, yeah.
My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job.
Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact?
Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway.
No reason? I don't quite follow.
It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but...
It is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no?
Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvard have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade. So there is some value in establishing Libelle as a place where we can negotiate. But, again, who'd bother opposing that?
Yeah. It doesn't really seem like the thing you would send a bunch of threatening letters about.
Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Well, my gut, of course, tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians, the militaristic Hawk faction, specifically. But, frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces.
The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the Arsail?
Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact.
Whoa!
Ah, that's to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand.
Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out, so long as you sign this agreement. And play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian Hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low.
Indeed. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which, though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Wow, we really are asking just everybody about them, huh? That's fine. It's good to be thorough. Estelle asked Ambassador Cochrane about Wren's parents.
Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy, at least.
Darn. Well, thanks.
Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well.
Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us.
You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright?
I was wondering about this. I was like, is the Bright name... It should be the Bright name famous enough that even these, foreign folks would recognize it? Yeah, I'm glad that they actually did bring that up. That's neat.
You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter?
Oh, you know Dad?
Of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of Libelle's Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this.
Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still.
You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright.
Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Okay, that was a good talk, I'd say. Are we complete? We are complete with the Calvardian embassy. Unrelated, seems unrelated to Calvard. Yeah, I feel like we're not getting many good leads. We're just kind of crossing off leads at the moment. But I think it's good stuff. Also, I do appreciate, it is at least a little, it adds a little bit of realism that not every place has, like, clues to work with. So having a place where they're like, nope, nothing about the Hayworths, that's pretty good, It would be very video gamey that every single place had something to, like, drop for you, so you know, adds a little bit of verisimilitude. Man, I remember that word after struggling with every other word today. I do a lot of role-playing games. I know I'm used to the word verisimilitude. Also, it's funny because it sounds like very similar, and then two at the end. So, you know, whatever, I'm rambling. We're at the end of the episode. I'm going to call it here. A part of me was like, let's push through this embassy as well, but nah, it might take a long while. So, and next time, my dear viewers, we're going to figure out the rest of these clues, I guess. And maybe that Bloblanc thing as well. I'm not giving up on it just yet. But we'll see. It's been interesting. No, I really enjoyed digging around the castle, and getting to see the embassy was neat. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Erebonian one's gonna be like next time, so yeah. But it's been good, and I hope you guys look forward to the continuing drama. The intrigue is... it's not boiling, but it's starting to simmer. The little steam's coming off the top of the water of intrigue. This is a bad metaphor, whatever. So it should be very interesting very soon. Sorry, man. Yeah, rude of me to stand like that in the middle. Yeah. So come back next time to see where this goes, okay? Okay, bye-bye!